this is Chris from Tantalizing Tech. Let me try to summarize some of the Insta360 X5 specifications that you saw in the video. This new version of the Insta360 distinguishes itself from Insta360 X4 by including a 144% larger dual 1/1.28-inch sensor as opposed to a dual 0.5-inch sensor. The addition of two Pro imaging chips equates to 140% more processing power, ability to obtain 360-degree footage in 5.7K 60 frames per second with active HDR and in 8K 30 frames per second with PureView mode, replaceable lenses, built-in wind guard, InstaFrame that provides two shooting modes with the ability to choose the angle. For your flat video alongside the 360-degree video, a battery life increase of 40% to 185 minutes as opposed to 135 minutes, fast charging to 80% capacity in only 20 minutes, and a waterproof depth of 49 feet or 15 meters instead of 33 feet or 10 meters on the Insta360 X4. With the dive case, the waterproof depth increases to 197 feet or 60 meters. As you can see, the Insta360 X5 is a worthy upgrade to the Insta360 X4. Today, we have two new product drops from Insta360 and DJI. For the first product drop that you saw, Insta360 released the Insta360 X5 on April 22nd. For the second product drop that is coming up, DJI released the long-awaited Mavic 4 Pro on May 13th. As for our second product drop, DJI released the long-awaited Mavic 4 Pro. Hold on to your seats while we take a look. The video shows that this new version of the DJI Mavic 4 Pro distinguishes itself from DJI Mavic 3 Pro by including a 1/1.5-inch complementary metal oxide semiconductor or CMOS telecamera as opposed to the 0.5-inch CMOS telecamera, providing a 100-megapixel image quality instead of the 48-megapixel image quality of the Mavic 3 Pro. providing a 6K/60 frames per second HDR and a 4K/120 frames per second slow motion Hasselblad camera instead of the 5.1K/50 frames per second DJI 4K/120 frames per second Hasselblad camera on the Mavic 3 Pro, a 4K/60 frames per second HDR. 4K/120 frames per second slow motion medium telecamera instead of the 4K/60 frames per second medium telecamera on the Mavic 3 Pro, and a telecamera at 4K/60 frames per second HDR and 4K/100 frames per second slow motion that is not included on the Mavic 3 Pro. While the Mavic 4 Pro has 51 minutes of maximum flight time, the Mavic 3 Pro only has 43 minutes of maximum flight time. In addition, the Mavic 4 Pro is 1,063 grams or 2.34 pounds, while the Mavic 3 Pro is only 958 grams or 2.11 pounds. In addition to the omnidirectional obstacle sensing included on the Mavic 3 Pro, the Mavic 4 Pro also includes 0.1 lux nightscape sensing. The Mavic 4 Pro has a maximum video transmission range of 30 kilometers or 18.64 miles according to the FCC versus the 15 kilometers or 9.32 miles maximum transmission range of the Mavic 3 Pro. In addition, while the Mavic 4 Pro cost $15,299 in Hong Kong dollars or $1,957.78 United States dollars, Mavic 3 Pro only cost $13,819 in Hong Kong dollars or $1,768.39 United States dollars according to May 17th rates. It is also important to note the DJI is not widely selling the Mavic 4 Pro in the United States except at specific retailers. As for the April and early May 2025 product drops, Insta360 and DJI definitely has some products to check out with the Insta360 X5 released on April 22nd and the DJI Mavic 4 Pro released on May 13th. Please check out the links below to find additional information. Thank you for watching Tantalizing Tech. I have been Chris.